Week 12. Week 12 is officially in the books. Week 12. What was okay? I'm glad they won. I'm not going to be on here long. I just came on to do a little post game chit chat as we're all processing what just happened in week 12 for us in Tuscaloosa at Bryant Denny Stadium. Um, we knew it was going to be a close one. We did know it was going to be a close one. We knew there was a potential that what would happen happened. We knew that Brett Venables and coming off of a bye week, that Oklahoma was coming off the bye week, that they would be ready and that they were. So, congrats to OU. Congrats to the Sooners. And they played a heck of a game. And we gave the game to them. Anytime you have three turnovers and you give them the ball on a short field, and you give them points, and it was probably almost 20 points they scored off of the turnovers. I don't know the stat line. All I know is that if you look at the stat line, there's no reason why we should not have won that game as far as yards, as far as possession. Um, but we turned the ball over. So that's on us. That's on the offense, in particular. And I hate to be the one to say that it was a Ty Simpson issue. I think there are a combination of things that were at play that caused problems, created problems for us, particularly um, the offensive line, and the rotation on the offensive line that has been a revolving door, if you will, on who's playing what part. And so the opportunity to have the O line gel has been an issue. And therefore, our run game has not been what it needs to be. Now, I do like Daniel Hill. I prefer Daniel Hill over Jam Miller. And y'all know I was a fan of Jam. I was a fan of Jam for a while last year. I have not been as much of a fan of Jam this year. Because running north and south seems to be a problem for Jam as much. And I don't know. I'm kind of thinking, I wonder if he's still injured from that concussion. I don't know. I just something doesn't seem right. Something doesn't seem to be um what it used to be with him. And Daniel Hill came in, he runs north and south. I thought honestly that we would see AK Deer today try to do something running the ball. But if the O line is not in sync, if the O line is not playing together, putting together the protections that are needed, the coverage that's needed for the plays, for the quarterback, for the running back, for everybody to be able to do their part, then there's a much greater issue, and it's going to be harder for any running back to come in and do what they need to do. But back to Ty. So Ty was getting pressured. Again, O-line issues there. But I also felt like Ty Simpson was holding on to the ball far too long today. He has been holding on to the ball far too long the past couple of games. I've seen a regression in his reading ability, in his precision on his passes. Some of that, again, that could be, the receivers and the routes that they're running. But then there were balls that looked like they were clearly either overthrown or underthrown. And that we saw some of that today. Um, I still think the path is ahead of us if we get through. It must go through Auburn. If we get through the Iron Bowl successfully, then there's still hope for us in the. I don't know what the stats are and what our chances are of making the SEC. I still think we would be behind Texas A&M because of what happened with them today. They ended up winning, but they were down by almost 27 at the half, and came back and beat South Carolina, which is a decent team. Here's what we know about the SEC. The competition in the SEC is on a completely different level now, even playing field, even level now than what we're used to seeing. And those guys came to play. They came to play in Tuscaloosa. The Gamecocks, went to play in Kyle Field and had it for a while, and then lost it. So the SEC is seeing much a greater competition on the field than in the past, and we're seeing it all play out. So I believe we're still behind Texas A&M because even if Georgia wins this game, I'm watching this game. I have it on now. We beat Georgia head to head, so I think that we would still be behind Texas A&M in the SEC, and Texas A&M still has to. Bonjour, Ava. Bonjour. Ça va? Ça va? Je suis mal aujourd'hui. We lost, but it is what it is. Ça va, good. We lost, but all is well, because it's not a loss if you learn the lesson. And what I love about my team is the fact that when we lost at the beginning of the year, we learned a great deal from that loss, and we turned our entire season around. So let's see how the guys bounce back from this loss tonight. I suspect that we will do well. I would like to see us use next week, and we don't need to take any opponent lightly, but I would like us to use next week as an opportunity to really solidify some things with our offensive line. This is going to be an interesting game tonight in Athens. I'm watching it now. Definitely going to be an interesting game there. Our defense played lights out tonight. That's for sure. Our defense was ready. But when the offense turns the ball over 3 times, what do you expect? A good team like Oklahoma was a good team. We should expect them to do what they need to do off of those turnovers. And we simply gave them the ball too many times. We also need a kicker. I'm just saying. I don't know who's going to be in the transfer portal, kicker wise, but we will definitely need a kicker moving forward. For Talty to miss that cheap shot field goal, that was the difference in the game, and that's with 3 turnovers. So had we had a decent kicker, it could have ended differently. Anyway, Ava, are you a Georgia fan? Are you still on here? You're a Georgia fan? Who's your team? This is going to be a good game. So I'm definitely Georgia and Clemson. Okay, Georgia and Clemson. Did Clemson play today? I don't know if Clemson played today, but this is going to be a good game. So I'm not going to keep you. I'm going to get off to watch it. And we'll see what happens with this one. But yeah, they may have had a bye. They may have had a bye this week. But listen, any given Saturday, what I love about college football is that look at that touchdown, Georgia. That was nice. That was really, really nice. Okay. Touchdown, Georgia. They're on the board now. So we'll watch this game and we'll see what happens. And my Tide will rebound. I definitely believe that we will rebound. So anyway, have a great night. Enjoy your game, Ava. Enjoy your game. Y'all stay winning and y'all stay free.